What's up, all you beautiful boys and babies and dolls? Me and Andy are doing a little trial separation this week for our plugs, aka we forgot to do them in the studio. So I'm here to let you know that I'm on the road for the rest of my life because I didn't take the Riyadh money. So I have to go. Man, that would have set me up for a long time. But yeah, I'll be on the road. Let me see here. October 16th, I'm in Wilmington, Delaware. The best. At the Crown, at the Queen. That's the venue. The Crown is the small room. The Queen is a large venue. The Crown at the Queen, October 16th, one show, Wilmington, Delaware. Then boom, the next night, I'm traveling to Atlantic City. October 17th, I'm at Atlantic City Comedy Club, aptly named. Right there in the middle of the Tropicana. One show only because that's all the tickets I can sell. And then I can't wait for this one. Chicago, my favorite city maybe to go on the road to. It's delightful. It's the closest to New York that you can get, but it's clean. And boy, are there a lot of armed National Guards there now. That'll be exciting and probably sad to see. But October 24th and the 25th, I'm at Zany's, Chicago. Can't wait. 4 shows. These will sell well, maybe out, but well. So get tickets. Don't sit on your hands, folks. Get them now. This has already been way too long, but mycountcomedy.com. Sorry, I just realized it's 2 minutes. I don't know what to tell you. I've been having fun.
Hey, everybody. Like Mike said, we're doing our plugs separately. And here I am, a beautiful LaGuardia Airport in Queens, New York. My flight is delayed to Tampa, and I love that. I love that for all of us. But if you want to come see me live on the road, I will be at West Arts in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, October 16th. And then I will be at the Comedy Bar on Bloor Street in Toronto, October 23rd, the 24th, and 25th. I will be at the Levity Comedy Club in Hamilton, Ontario. And then the next chance you have to see me is in Houston at the Punchline, the 2 days after Thanksgiving, when tickets really sell. The high demand weekends are what Andy Haynes gets. Thanks for listening to the pod. I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. And I hope you don't have a morning like I did, where I woke up and my dog was pooping blood and then my daughter decided to choke in the car seat. Bye.
Is this a record? We're on?
Are we doing the podcast? We've just been sitting here for a week with microphones. But
Yeah. I'm so sore. I have sores.
From running?
No, from sitting here.
From sitting. You have fake leather couch bed sores?
Yeah. God, bed sores sound so... I just don't get the wanting to live a long time when it gets to that point.
When you're laying in bed?
Yeah, like my folks are 80. Like my dad's like about to be 81. My mom's, I think, 78.
Mm-hmm.
And they're totally like not, they walk around. They're totally mobile. They kind of slower. And,
sure.
Like in New York, they're a nightmare because you're like, we have to walk to this place. And they're like, eh.
Yeah.
And I'll get to that because my mom's been in town all week. But when it gets to the point where you're just like bed to table to maybe wheelchair outside, I'm like, how do you keep it going?
Why keep it going?
Like,
violently take me away.
If there's not a good Sunday night show, what are you living for?
I guess just for the drugs. Like at that point, if you really are just like consuming a ton of pills and that makes your horizontal life worth it, maybe. But I don't know. I think because that stuff like that's happening to me on the basketball court. I'm like the old man that's like everybody's moving too fast. It's colors everywhere.
You're Abe Simpsoning.
Yeah, dude. I'm overwhelmed the second I get on the court.
Dude, that happened to me. I went to go play pickup soccer with a bunch of dads like on a Sunday morning, and these dads were all 30s, like, and I'm 43, And I was like, I've played pickup soccer ever since college. It's not been a problem. And
Yeah.
I got fucking dusted to the point where I was like, what am I even, like, have I played before? Like,
Well, it's such a different thing than what you're training for, because you're training for like either incremental speed changes or just maintaining a speed.
Yeah.
You're not like turning it on, slowing down. Like
I also don't have like, I've never had great like ball control. I can pass.
I know, I
and-
could see them at the bottom of your
yeah,
shorts.
they fucking fly around, the old sloppy moppies.
Sloppy moppies.
I don't know where that came from.
Oh, you've been hanging out with me too much.
Yeah. I'm coming up with some new phrases.
That did make me think of like pulling a mop right out of a water bucket and just all.
I'm just thinking about, I was thinking about how they sag now. They're
Yeah.
lower than ever before.
Well, in post run, I bet your balls kind of do kind of.
They actually go up. Sometimes I have to put, you ever have your ball go like in? I have to push it out like once a run.
I've had that sexually before.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Like where you're having sex and you see your nut like in your pubes and you're like,
Yeah.
or pubic area, and you're like, "Pff, what's
Yeah.
that doing up
It's
there?
bad.
Go back down. And
It
it's like,
happens
nope,
to me when
I'm
I
coming
jerk
up
off
here.
sometimes, but I also jerk off on my stomach.
You're like Natalie Portman in Black Swan.
Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't jerk off
Your
like
butt's
that?
in the air and
Yeah.
you're just like mashing.
Yeah,
Sorry for that.
I got a hole. I was thinking just now, if I was that old and I was like bedridden, you know, I'm 11 years sober today, and
Congrats.
thank you.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich and successful. So.
You pull up the app, it says you've saved no dollars.
Wow, this is weird. It just gives up. You
Yeah.
should use.
Had you drank, you would have been more fun at parties, which would have led to more money.
Opportunities.
I feel that way all the time. Do you? Sorry to interrupt. We'll go back, but do you?
I feel like, well, no, but I do have this thing where I was like, man, why would, like, I was so much more successful. Like, just from an industry standard.
That's
when
what I mean.
When I smoked a ton of weed.
Half going to these parties and hanging out with these people is like you both keep each other's drunk secrets, and that's
Yeah.
why they give you jobs.
I mean, so much of show business is like a hang.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, this guy's a good, I mean, now, especially because it's like all in podcast
I
form.
know. That's why
You
having
know?
a family is the wrong idea. You're like,
Yeah.
I got to get back home to the people that matter. And you're like, no, you're supposed to hang with the people that you can't stand for as long as possible. So
Well,
they
there's
can
all these
make you money.
podcasts now too, where it's just like the whole thing is just like we're just dudes. It's never gonna get serious. It's we're just hanging out. We're gonna make a joke about Gaddafi raping Mother Teresa.
Mhm.
Get into like SEC football, and then back to like how the vaccine is making gay people. And then I'm just like, you know, like I'm like, actually, that is kind of detrimental to society. And they're like, nope, do not.
I was thinking about how much fun that first podcast sounded.
Yeah, it does. It does sound fun. I wish I could. I think when I smoked weed, I wasn't as chill as I remember it.
Yeah.
I think I was probably kind of a bummer and like a buzzkill because I was definitely like a go into the shapes of things guy. Like,
Yeah.
why is everything circular? Shout out Sean Patton. That's I think his joke. But yeah, I mean, I miss mushrooms. That would be fun to just do mushrooms for the last couple of years. I know that with a lot of terminally ill people, they do like psychedelic therapy now.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well kind of learn what the other side is like before you get there. That's how I feel.
I don't want to do the DMT stuff though because I kind of want to save it for the surprise.
Oh, I've done it.
Yeah.
I told you that. But I did mushrooms yesterday.
Wow.
Not like a full dose, but a nice little fun tickle.
Mhm.
I guess you could also say I just did mushrooms 10 minutes ago, but it was it was like a little microdose. I'm trying. New me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to edge off this rage, buddy, because I don't know. Let me ask you about this. And I know the answer is yes, that you can relate.
Okay.
You ever wake up and the moment you wake up, you get hit by like 15 bills and 9 things you're supposed to do, all because you decided to have a free and fun Sunday?
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's just Monday and the week starts the instant your eyes open and you're like, why did I even choose to enjoy myself yesterday?
I mean, I feel like the one that I've been having lately a lot is like I'm owed, I don't know, $5,000 in like direct deposits, like not a check. It's just like it will be wired to you through this corporation, and it's like I had to make an invoice, you know.
Yeah.
And you can't, as a professional, because you want to work with them again, go like, hey, I'm about to go underwater. You know? Like, I'm really struggling here. My wife's not looking at me in the eyes.
They're like, did you not get the terms of service? We're a net 3-year pay.
Yeah, the net 30 motherfuckers. Is that what you do? A Cisco mother? You know, Jesus Christ.
But I mean, dude, when I worked for an ad company, there were my job, I was an office manager / IT. My job was to kind of go through all unpaid invoices, which there would be years where these things would go unpaid. And it's all just kicking the can down the road for tax purposes or for whatever, or because they're a company that they don't think is going to last long.
That's a whole business, is writing fake invoices. And I think it's a good business and an honorable business.
That's not bad.
You just send Deloitte, like, hey, you didn't pay for your paper towels. Wire it to this bank account. You know?
Holy shit. Is that fraud?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
I just
big
saw a new
time.
future for myself.
Big time. Yeah. Free money? Yeah, that's fraud. Lying for money? Yeah, fraud.
But can it just be considered like a fun trick? Like, gotcha?
That's what I think it should be.
If you're not
it
up
should
on
be
your
tax
own...
write-offable. That's what it should be. It should be, if I trick you, you pay it. I don't have to pay you back, but you can write it off for tax.
100%. And also, it shows that you're not really on top of your own finances. So I'm kind of doing you a service. I'm almost Mark Zuckerberg with facemash.com, and I broke the Harvard server. And it's like, actually, I think I should be awarded or rewarded for showing you the holes in your security system.
That's great. I think we should get into fraud. Maybe that's the pivot. We'll go dads and fraud. Dads, hustle culture, but fraud. I do feel like our government right now is like full of like guys who did like real estate fraud, and you know, it's like everybody is like a grifter, and so I feel like that might be rewarded.
It's got real door-to-door salesman vibes.
Yeah.
You know, somebody that just like...
You know what it's really got? It's got Florida timeshare seminar.
Yes.
Like everybody in the government right now, besides the ones that are like, I would like to make the United States as white as, you know, as the peaks of the Himalayas. But, you know, that's just Stephen Miller, who's Jewish. I'll point it out. Yeah, I mean, it's like everybody else just is like, you know, Pete Hegseth. Jesus Christ. He
that
looks
guy.
Like
he looks like the bald guy that we talk about a lot in the jacked shirt.
Oh,
Nobody
yeah.
fucks my wife better than I fuck her. And if I need to sell, I'll sell. Who's that dude?
His
We
name's
gotta
Andy
learn.
something. I can't remember.
It's Andy?
Yeah, it is Andy. We're very similar. Probably a cancer. Anyways.
So your mom was in town.
Yes, my mother was in town, and my mom is, she's doing okay health-wise. Like,
Yeah. How old?
78.
Okay.
She has had a couple of those, like, I had thyroid cancer, you know, and you're like, what? You know, have your parents done this to you yet? Like, where it's
No,
like,
but it's coming.
my parents will just hit me with like it turns out I had a tumor on this noid, you know, and I had it taken out. It's fine. Now I have to take these supplements. And you're like, okay, that's terrifying, but good for you. No big deal. One time she fell down the stairs during COVID, and she sent us a picture, and she looked like a dead body. She looked like her whole face was purple and blue.
Oh my God.
And she was like, I fell down the stairs, and it was like, you fell down the fucking, you got,
She's just telling you like she's Lloyd Christmas in the beginning of Dumb and Dumber.
she looked like,
Fell off the jetway again.
she looked like fucking, what's his name?
Two-Face?
No, from Fight Club, Pretty Boy.
Jared Leto.
Yeah, she looked like Jared Leto.
I just wanted to ruin something beautiful.
Yeah, she did not ruin anything. But my mom, this is, it pains me to say because it actually has an emotional toll.
Mm-hmm.
My mom is the most dour, negative person I've ever been around. And I think that I've been able to weather it with sympathy and kind of like, you know, you love your mom. And,
Sure.
But this weekend, it was her and my baby, and Rosebud had come into town a day later, but we both had, you know, kind of stuff going on, and we were getting ready for this birthday party. And then my other part of my family came in, and my mom is just like, the only thing she cares about is my dog the whole time. She's like, is anybody petting the dog? Is anybody you know? And like literally like yesterday I was like in a Walgreens, the baby had shit her pants, she's crying, I have the baby in one arm, I have a bag in the other hand, and I'm like, Mom, can you hand me the diapers? And she's just ignoring me giving the dogs treats, and I'm like, but that doesn't I mean her whatever, her like confused, what would you call it?
Her
It's not-
faculties?
yeah, like the fact that she's like out to fucking lunch is not everything. Like she's
Has that always been the case? And
Yes.
it's just being exacerbated since now you're a parent?
yes, and I see the way that I can kind of like clock now how she was with me. 'Cause
Yeah.
she had no boundaries. She talked about like my dad leaving her when I was like 7, and
This weekend?
no,
all the
like
time.
when I was 7, she'd be like, your father left me for your stepmom, and it was like, cool, I'm 7. This is not GI Joes. Let's keep it on topic. But give me some good news, and I'll play a game with you. This is my mom.
I just had a really great show on Saturday.
Oh God, I bet you had to stay up so late. Keep going.
I don't even know what good news is,
Just
man. That's how far I am away.
Try to say something nice.
I went on a family vacation.
Ugh, gas prices are horrible right now. Did you guys get stuck in traffic? The only thing she's like kind of positive or lights up about is restaurants.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to write a joke about it for years because, now give me like a personal, like, you're trying to be vulnerable with me.
Right. Mom, I've been feeling very frustrated.
I went to the most amazing Georgian restaurant recently, and they have these little dumplings, and these kind of open-faced cheese pizzas, but they're tiny. And anyways, the man who runs it was shot in the leg trying to escape across the border, and they have the most delicious drinks. That would be the literal response to I've been feeling.
I mean, this is your character, dude. You got to shave that mustache and put on a wig and
I
play
know.
Andy's
Dude,
mom.
I did see O'Mary last night, which, by the
What's
way,
that?
It's that Cola Scola play that won the he won the Tony for it.
I see.
And
I'm not really up on the Tonys, but
it's my first Broadway play that I've been to, and it was so fucking funny. This woman, Hannah Solo, I think it is,
okay,
was like, how you think of certain comics and you would say, oh, that's the funniest person like alive.
Yes.
She was so much fucking funnier than any comedian. She was funny for 90 minutes with like a head turn of change in volume.
Jackie Gleason shit.
Like dying laughing.
Wow.
And then could sing.
Yeah.
And physically comical. Like everything was fucking great about it. Cola Scola is kind of like he's a genius. He's like a really fucking amazing performer himself, but he wrote something so good that you can just put a talented person in it and it's amazing. So highly recommend. I mean, you don't need a recommendation. It's like one of the most sought after Broadway
It's
tickets.
huge. Man,
It's
I feel
pretty
so
big.
stupid. I grew up in a musical theater family too. I should be plugged in.
It's not really a musical. That's probably why you
That's
didn't
why.
catch it.
I don't like the talking. I like
Yeah.
the singing.
There is some singing
All right.
because it has a cabaret aspect to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
It's really funny because it's like really bad cabaret.
yeah.
It's like, she'll be coming around the, like that kind of stuff. Like a review,
Yeah.
Oh God, dude. That's like one of the funniest things I think you can do is like a bad, like it's very Christopher Guest to like do like a bad production.
It's also hard.
in a narrative.
It's
Like to
hard.
make fun of something.
Yeah.
It's
hard to do because it's a joke not for everyone, but you have to make it broad enough and specific enough at the same time to both like to get the audience that like really knows what you're talking about, and then get everybody else like me who's like, I know that's funny because she made a face.
Yeah. It's weird because I think that's like such a litmus test for me with like, and it's probably snobbery. But I remember one time there was this like amazing improv troupe in Seattle that would do like a 30-minute horror movie.
Uh-huh.
And they would just ask for like a suggestion. And they would do like an amazing horror movie with 3 people.
That's cool.
And they were so fucking good. They were called Death can't remember the. Sorry, guys. But I remember I sent like a girl that I was like long distance with, and I sent her, and she was like, it wasn't really my thing, and it was immediately like my pussy was dry.
Yeah,
you know?
There's nothing worse than when you find something so good. I mean, this happens with me and my wife all the time.
Of course.
Where I'm like, this touched me in a way that like you'll have to love it because you love me.
Yeah.
So you know what makes me tick.
Yeah, you get me.
And
so
then I'll
this'll
send
be
it to her, and she's like, not for me. And I'm like, you're not for me. Like, I just want this. This is over.
We're getting a divorce.
I feel so
I've been living a
unseen.
lie. Yeah.
This is crazy.
Dude, have you ever had your partner open up to you about something they love, like music? And it's like they're old, like the music that they loved in like college or something, and they play it and you're like, woof. Like, yeah, like you're like, ugh. Like Rosebud one time on a road trip played all this like jam band music that she loved, and I was like, bro, if this was like the current state, we would not be together.
Yeah, that was her initial rebellion to the conservatives, I bet. Like the jam band was so opposite of her family.
Yeah, she was kind of like stoner Janis Joplin-y kind of.
Yeah, I could see
like,
that.
You know, like
I could see that.
She was like a
She's
stoner.
got that voice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did
I think
that
she
voice.
actually almost got cast in the Janis Joplin Broadway musical.
As her heroin dealer?
Yeah, no, as heroin.
As
Heroin plays is what is that called?
I go into the needle and then into your arm. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay,
That's
well,
the word.
we're gonna workshop it.
I really tried. I thought you were going
it
to
was
pick
good.
it
The
up.
voice was good, and
Yeah.
and that was good.
That was
but
my Rosebud
it
voice.
needs
singing.
a little because the whole point of heroin going into the arm is it's an orgasm. It's an immediate orgasm.
Even the spike, or just like after the push?
When you should listen to Harris Whittles on Pete Holmes, and he talks.
I
about,
did listen to that.
He talks about the second he plunged heroin into his arm.
Oh.
He said he knew he was going to be addicted to that feeling for the rest of his life.
God damn.
So it must be real yummy.
Yeah, I mean, Mike DiStefano used to have that great joke of he was like, it's like being in a pool of puppies licking your face.
I killed Mike DiStefano.
Yes, you should. You did.
you know
You
that?
killed his last name with that pronunciation.
What is it?
DiStefano.
DiStefano. No, do you know this story?
Yeah, of course. We've
Oh,
talked about it
okay.
on the show, and he's
Okay.
my wife's cousin. So you've killed family of mine.
Jesus Christ. I thought that'd be funnier. And then it was like, no, a lot of people are suspicious and they kind of blame you. What
Dude, I
else?
like how you're wearing the Hulk shorts, though.
Jesus Christ.
They are wildly up there. That's a good show.
Do that. I'm trying to, I'm not trying to be all white thigh. I need to go to a tanning bed, to be honest.
Do you think that would help?
To be tanner?
No, like I don't know if me going to a tanning bed would even make me tan. I think it would just make me red.
That's what you gotta get a base burn.
Well, base.
Base burn.
I see.
I never get that tan. I've always wanted to get like that summer tan where you're like, you get to be like a caramel complexion.
Yeah.
And then, if you do it too long, you turn into Leatherface or whatever.
Yeah.
By the way, I just got a real quick aside is
Please.
I kind of had a week of serial killer stuff because I was listening to a book on tape about Ted Bundy and the Green River Killer because I had this, 22 hours of driving this last week.
Yeah.
And then there's this new Ed Gein.
Oh yeah,
monster
Charlie Hunnam.
Have
God.
you watched it?
No, but I heard it's great. I just like Charlie Hunnam.
disgusting. It is so gross.
Oh.
It is. He wears people's.
No, I
skin,
know. I know this. He wore a nipple belt. He made a nipple belt.
Yeah, it's
lampshades, the whole thing. He's who Texas Chainsaw is lightly based
and
on.
Psycho.
Yeah.
And which is part of the.
Apparently, his mom was quite the piece of ace to him, at least.
Ed Gein.
Yeah,
They go into it. It's played by Laurie Metcalf. That's not how you're going to walk away from the show, but this is what I didn't know. Ted Bundy killed people constantly, and like he'd be like, he had a girlfriend who had like a kid,
Yeah.
and he'd be like, I'm gonna like run to the store, and he would just like on the way to the store kill a lady,
Yeah.
and then and it was back in the day where it was just like if you were like, that wasn't me, they would be like, oh.
Well, there's no way to prove it.
Also, back in the day, they had no idea what creepy was.
Yeah.
Like the Ed Gein thing. Ed Gein is like the way Charlie Hunnam plays him. I don't know how he was in real life, but I'm assuming pretty creepy.
Sure.
Since he wore people's skin.
Yeah.
But
Probably had some quirks.
yeah, he was probably a little out there. But it would be like every single person would be like, well, he was at the person's house last night carrying a gun. And they'd be like, Ed couldn't do that. He's the sweetest guy in the world. And you'd be like, Ed is a creep, dude. Like, Ed is definitely suspect number one. And they'd be like, he's always doing chores for the ladies around town.
And they always are like, you mean the boy? And he's like 43, still living at his mom's.
He doesn't, he's too simple to pull off something like this.
See, that's where we're going back. We're trying to eliminate autism and make it just quirks again.
Yeah.
Just fun quirks. So that's cool. At least we'll have a bunch of unsolved murders for us to chew into.
I don't know if I brought this up in the last thing. We have 5 active serial killers in the United States.
How do we know?
Because the cops.
Where the fuck is Patton Oswalt's wife when you need her?
Jesus, she passed away. I don't know if you heard about this.
Damn it.
Houston, Austin. Could be the same guy, I guess.
Sure. Tyler Fisher.
Yeah. Where's Tyler Fisher been?
Is he making the rounds saying that the woke is after him again?
Yeah. Chicago, the Northeast, like all around New England.
Oh,
that's one.
Nice.
And then Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
There's a Brooklyn serial killer.
Summer Sam.
Yeah.
What does he do? How many? How many has he got?
I think he's got around 8 to 10.
Okay. So that's a real serial killer. I hate when it's like 3 and they're
the
like,
guy
this
in Austin has like 20, and the guy in Chicago has like 20.
Whatever happened to the Long Island guy?
He got caught Gilgo Beach.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
I
a whole
didn't know he got
documentary
caught.
on it, and he is like, it's also another one of those ones where they're like, this guy literally looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame with like what's the football guy, the blonde guy with the bald and the side hair,
Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, he's like Hunchback of Notre Dame mixed with Terry Bradshaw. Lives on Long Island. Like all of his neighbors, like he used to come out and scowl at us and then bring his trash into the house and live in it. And you were like, they didn't point to anything. He would only go out at night with his hunting van. You're like, why is this so hard for all of you? Sorry,
I smoked weed like 2 days ago, and I'm allergic. I'm like fully allergic.
I got sick.
From what?
My baby started preschool last week, so we're just
going to be passing it back and forth. Sorry, Nicole, you are the unwitting participant.
And I get once a year now. I get fucking tonsillitis. I'm thinking about getting my tonsils out.
Yeah, why don't you? Isn't that hard? It's actually, is that one of those things where like chicken pox, like if you get it as an adult, you might die?
Well, I haven't heard that.
About chicken pox or about tonsillitis?
Well, you don't get chicken pox as an adult. You get
mumps?
Shingles. And they're like apparently the most painful thing in the world.
My sister just got shingles. And it came from a trauma. She got hit by a stick, or like a thorn scraped her as she was tending her land, and she got so fucked up, I guess, from the pain and the stress that it just shingled up her entire body.
Yeah, apparently you just have that virus in your body for the whole life, and then you can like set it off with stress.
You just unleash the Kraken.
Yeah, but you know what? I had this week where I literally yelled at my elderly mother, because she would just be like, fucking like, the baby would like be like screaming at the top of her lungs. The dog would be like playing in the highway. And I would like look over and my mom would be like, I bought a Halloween necklace at Walgreens. And I was like, what the fuck is going on with you? And then I'd feel bad, obviously, because she's an old lady. She's halfway across the country. That's probably why I feel so good.
That's why you feel. You look loose.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been able to run for a week.
What?
And
just because of her?
No, because I was sick.
Oh, yeah. And you tried to push through, right?
I tried to push through last week, and that was a mistake.
Sometimes that two things can happen, because I've played basketball with like I've had my own Michael Jordan flu games where I've played like unbelievable. For whatever reason, the sickness just like you just focus. It hardens your focus on the court, and you just are able to push it aside, compartmentalize, and play out of your mind. Or it could like almost like when you accidentally set off a bomb and the liquids mix.
Yeah,
that's like, and you have 10 seconds until you're dead. That's also what it could do. All these different poisons meet in your body, and it just ruins everything.
Yeah, I was like reading about it because I was like, I really want to run because I have a They have a
You have
half
another 10K to
marathon
win.
next Sunday.
We didn't even get to that on Nathan's episode
I
or the
know.
other episode. You were trying to tell us.
It's okay. I ran a 10K. It was a trail 10K.
Tell us what you thought of the Nathan episode in the comments below at this point.
Oh, by the way,
It's been out for 2 weeks.
I want to announce this, but
Yeah.
without asking you beforehand.
Yeah.
I think we should do a call-in show, like write in, respond to the
I think
fans
that's
show.
great.
So we'll probably do this in a little bit more formal of a way, but we're
Don't ever feel like you have to ask me for a great idea like that. You
Thanks.
spring it on me.
all right. Call-in show. We're gonna do it.
Nice.
I'm the captain now. That's pretty scary. It's scary to look right down the fucking barrel like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So I'm feeling loose.
That's cool.
I ran 5 miles this morning.
I'm the exact opposite, man. I'm really tightly wound. Yesterday I had such a great, I've had a really great weekend, as a matter of fact. And then just all these things hit. So Thursday I did Westchester, Pennsylvania, Westchester University, home of Bam Margera, the university there with
That's not-
DeStefano.
Wait, you're talking about PA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Westchester,
I
PA.
kind of grew up there.
Did you?
Yeah. My dad moved there. That's where he moved first to the East Coast.
Did you also ride in shopping carts into bushes?
No, but I knew people that knew Dunn.
Yeah.
I didn't know Bam. I mean, I met Bam later because I worked on Ridiculous.
I have my buddy who was a basketball player and then turned Golden Gloves boxer and then turned pro boxer. Anthony Smith, shout out, brother, love you. He grew up in Westchester, and my coach also actually grew up in Westchester. And he was telling me we did that shit way before those guys, and I was like, yeah, but you didn't film it. You were
Also,
just doing it to be stupid. I think that's worse.
So, I don't. This is lore because I used to be a skater. Bam made a movie back in the day called Lightspeed. It was I forget what it was before CYS 2K, CYKS 2K or whatever that is. I don't know what it's
CY2K,
CKY2K. Which was a great skateboard / they have a scene where they take a shit right on one of their friends' faces. It was wild skate video. But they have one before that where they're on this skate tour and they rent a van.
Yeah.
And then they're literally launching the van down staircases. And they're just we paid for the insurance. And in the very end of the movie, they just set the van on fire. They set it on fire. And then they're oh yeah, there was an accident.
That's something, man.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Just can't get away with stuff like that anymore.
No.
So we were there for it was a homecoming / parents weekend, a little bit of both. So it was 1,100 people in their giant theater, and they told us TV clean. I immediately came out and was like, TV doesn't exist anymore, and they loved it. They wanted their. Whenever anybody tells you to be clean, I think at these shows, they're just don't bomb being a fucking animal.
Yeah.
Don't just go down in silence, being and I was fisting her, and then there's blood and shit. And people are what the fuck? I think just way too many people have done that in the past, and now they're just all right, now you gotta be be clean. So it ended up not mattering, but it was great. I hadn't hung with Chris in a while, so we took a long drive there, long drive back. I have some funny.
What's he driving?
He's driving. How don't I know this? I was in it.
Is it special?
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he did get a magic carpet from Riyadh, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Habibi.
So that was rolled up
Saudi
in the back,
Arabia. Alhamdulillah.
it's a female carpet, so it was tied up.
Yeah.
But
it couldn't drive. Chris had to drive it.
So we have a great time. I forget really what Friday was, but it was also fun. And then Saturday, I just had one of those nights where it was just a really great city night of comedy.
Yeah.
4 spots, all of them spread out to the point where there was no stress to get to any of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just kind of an hour between each. You could
Beautiful.
walk in, hang for 10 minutes. You're not there too long. You're not there too short.
Nothing feels good like a nice $400 cash in your hand too after a fun night.
Which, by the way, I mean, shout out to Gotham and the Cellar for still operating on a cash contingency. All these other places are trying to eliminate it, and it's fuck you,
Just
dude.
give me the money.
Just
like
give
we were
me
talking
the
about earlier. Like, why am I waiting to be paid the same way the guy who brings your fucking Iron Mountain box?
It's so for the whole point of this business was with that. I'm not talking about the taxes because I still have to. I get the 1099s.
Yeah.
Like you still are. You're paying the taxes. Just give me the instant gratification of the cash, and therefore I even have it on
Let
me.
me touch it.
Let me touch it. Let me feel
Touch
it.
Let me feel it.
But I paid a kid in cash the other day, and he acted like it was
To do what?
I don't want to. It was Rihanna, Jason, but he looked at it and like he was like, "What is like?" He had no fucking clue. It was like his first time handling that type of currency. But it was like, shit. What was it? Oh, and then Saturday, so it was great comedy night, like really, really cool.
Sunday you did shrooms,
and then Sunday. I had this planned with, again, refillith my cup.
Yeah.
Hang with 3 of my brothers from my hometown, of which I haven't seen in a long time. It's my second time all year being able to go out golfing.
Oh,
So,
yeah, I saw the picture.
Dude.
Really kind of hurt you never invite me to these things.
Would you go golfing?
I love golfing.
What?
Yeah.
Well, this is still us being new friends
Pitch
and
and
not
putt.
knowing.
I like.
This is a real course.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to do that
Yeah.
because I'll just waste your time.
I'll pitch and putt with you, though.
I mean, Rockland's got to have some crap courses.
They
Up at Rockland, what's the place I keep running with the Hasids?
in Muncie?
Rockland State.
Oh, Rockland Lake.
Yeah.
That course is hard.
That's a real
actually.
course?
It's it's a nice. It's not.
I'm
It's
talking
like
like
a public
100
course.
yard, 3 clubs, real leisure.
I think they do have there's something like that there. But we should do that. We should film it for the eventual Patreon that I'm going to announce without your.
What the fuck, dude? I was going to wear something.
Well, you already are. Hike up those shorts and tell them what we're selling. I mean, dude, the thighs are fucking great.
Dude, I'm rocking and rolling. I mean, I'm in the best shape of my life.
Something stand up again.
Something horrible is going to happen.
Can I show you what I'm jealous of? Like these. Oh,
Yeah.
right in there. The striations. No, the striations that really go up there and like paint a picture of what you got cooking between them.
This is the year of or the lifetime of skiing. That's what that is.
No, it's not. I mean, that's part of it. That's
The definition
Yeah,
is
that's
there.
like you getting your base tan.
Yeah.
But all the hard work that you've been putting into and operating at a frightening deficit for your friends in terms of calorie intake.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. It looks
I'm
good.
excited for some topless content.
Topless content. I would do a topless episode.
Yeah, I'm going to do some topless. I have 2 pimples right now on my
Know
chest.
what we should do? I tried to actually, when I was doing Chaos, I pitched this to Chris, and I think it just was like, I think it's too vulnerable for him.
Hot?
I was like, we should stand shirtless and circle each other's problem areas.
Ooh, I like this for extra content. We'll get the gays on board.
Right?
I like how the gays are like easy. They're like, yeah, we like that.
Yeah, we're cool. You
Yeah.
guys are dads.
You
We
guys
could.
are,
Well, I'll get
guys
one
are
of you.
dads?
I'll get one of you at one point.
You don't look like Adonis is, but you're kind of like you're poking.
Yeah.
I like that.
And we're mad at our wives enough and just kind of flimsy on our sexuality to the point where you have a shot.
My wife and I, we got in this fight this morning. I'm not going to talk about the like. It was a knockdown, drag him out. Big one.
Yeah.
And I was like on my run. We'd kind of like reconciled, but it was so funny because it all started because I was making my daughter lunch, and I was like, you don't try to like elevate cuisine for your child's lunch. So
Sure.
I was gonna make her a quesadilla, but I was just gonna microwave it because
Yeah.
it was quick.
Yeah.
She's also not gonna eat it for 6 hours, so
Right.
gives a shit. And she came up to me and she was like, "Don't do that. It'll be too hard by the time she eats it." And I was like, "What?" And then she was like, "Cook it on the pan," like really like forcefully. And I was just like, "What the fuck?" Like I just started yelling at her, and then she's yelling at me, and it's about a quesadilla.
Yeah, but it's about much more.
Yeah, there's subtext.
Quesadilla is the sweet wrapping paper of what's really in the middle,
Yeah, that was.
which is your mother visiting.
Oh my god, my mother visiting, my mother visiting, my daughter being sick, and then
Yeah.
also,
You gaining confidence because you're looking better physically.
dude, that's. I will say it's crazy. Just having lost 20 pounds, I'm constantly taking my shirt off now.
Yeah.
I love it.
Are you having sex better?
Keep that part out of the episode.
we zoom in on Andy's fucking face?
It's definitely not going to be the clip. I'll tell you that. She's not watching the whole episode, but she's seeing the clips, and that's not going to be the clip right there. No, I think I am. I think it's just, the reason I made that noise was it was like, I was thinking amount, quantity versus
Amount,
quality.
right.
I thought you were
talking as you mounted.
And I think we're still adjusting to the, like, having a child.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get laid when you have a baby.
Dude, try 2.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. I think it just helps that you guys are both like mudbloods from, you guys are mudbloods from the sticks, and you're just you're hoping the mill opens back up, so you guys have that working class fuck honesty.
We really are we're like that family from the Ozarks that helps. Ruby is the one that helps them, but we're the fucking inbred brothers and sisters.
Man, I have a sister. She's like a foster sister, and she grew up very tumultuous life, and in and out of cars, like living in cars.
You know all about that.
Yep. Still really upset.
Thank you, Nicole.
I think this is like a class thing. That's what I realized the other day. I think it's a class thing because I think what I've realized is that people who it's a rich person's thing to go be like, I'm going to go live in the woods in a tent.
Sure.
And people from working class backgrounds are kind of like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I think you're right.
We've been trying to stay indoors this whole time.
My family has been fighting tooth and nail to stay inside.
Yeah.
So why the fuck?
Because I have a friend from El Salvador, he's American, but he grew up, his family came straight from El Salvador, and I was like, we can go camping sometime. He was like, you're never gonna get me camping, and I was like, wow. What do you mean? It's beautiful. It's a majestic experience. I mean, you've camped.
I love camping.
Yeah.
I do. So that's not an issue. The sleeping in the car thing, I didn't even find anything objective about it as much as Nathan did, just because he found objective things in everything.
We didn't get to it. Me and Nathan had a 3-day fight in Las Vegas, and this was what it was about. Did you work the cellar?
I did when it first opened.
Okay.
Haven't been back.
So the cafeteria that you get to eat in? And then there's a back door.
Mm-hmm.
And that back door you can exit out of, but you can't go back in because we don't have official badges.
Right.
And it's a fucking quarter mile more to go around.
Yeah.
So Nathan's sitting in the cafeteria. I can see him through the window. I go, hey buddy, can you come pop the door?
Mm-hmm.
If somebody walked out, I would have walked right in. Nobody would have said shit.
Yeah.
But nobody's walking out because it's between shifts or whatever. And he goes, no fucking way. And I go, what? And he goes, I'm not opening that door for you. And I go, why? And he goes, because it's a fucking casino, man. And I was like, yeah, it's not, nobody's going to do
it. Not even on the strip.
Yeah. And he goes, a guy kicked down the back door. Or no, he goes, a guy boot fucked a window out and shot 500 people. You think I'm opening the back door? I was like, you're comparing this to the
Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, you think that me coming into the cafeteria to get bad salad is comparable? Anyways, it was a fun fight. It's on my it's all available on my YouTube channel.
Two things about that fight in particular. One, that sounds like a Canadian who's afraid of getting kicked out of the country. His presence here is tedious at best.
But it's also I think a class thing too, because I think Nathan, we talked about this, so I think it's okay. He grew up very struggling working class.
Yeah.
I never ever have been afraid of breaking rules because I always had the luxury of being my parents could just bail me out.
Yeah. I'm a real rule following motherfucker too.
Dude, I'll talk shit to cops. I'm the whole fucking thing.
Nicole always busts my balls about this. She's like, you're just a fucking rule follower. And I'm like, what you just said brought so much clarity and now will aid in our future arguments, because I'm just going to say, you just had fucking parents that would have bailed you out.
Yeah.
You had a safety net of people that would have helped you.
I literally got I flipped my mom's minivan going fucking 80 miles an hour, by the way, shout out, 11 years sober. And I woke up upside down in the forest in this minivan in the snow. I climbed out the broken window on the side. I hitchhiked to the store. I got arrested in the beer aisle trying to speak Spanish to a guy that was not speaking Spanish. And I got taken to jail, and I called my dad, and I was out in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, it's like and we weren't like, like we didn't have Mercedes or fucking, we weren't rich.
No, I come from the Bobby Kelly school of this. Like Bobby's mom he has this famous story about how his mom could have bailed him out of jail for like $10 and she looked at him and goes, leave him in. Just like left him in for a long weekend.
Good.
And I was like, that would have been my family. My family would have been like, this will teach him a lesson as I'm getting fucking butt fucked by
Shivved.
You say shaved?
Shivved.
Oh, shivved. Shaved
too.
Probably
maybe they're
all
doing
of it. So, yesterday, it was just a really lovely day and then we did the jack-o'-lantern blast.
Oh
I don't know if you've heard about that, but it's one of these things in Westchester where they
you jerk off into a jack-o'-lantern?
You jerk off into a jack-o'-lantern, and then you...
By the way, I gotta say
wick.
this. Probably feel pretty good to fuck a pumpkin.
Has to.
Yeah.
A filled one.
Yeah, before you gut it.
Yeah.
That's some gooiness in there. Somebody go fuck a pumpkin.
That
Tell us how
actually-
it is.
That's what is it, Dahmer? Dahmer was the guy that used to, just to get back to
Fuck
serial
holes?
killers, he used to drill holes and then bang their brains. That's
No,
probably
I don't
pretty
think he
close.
did that.
Isn't that what the young
No, what he
Taiwanese
did-
boy who the cops saw?
No, what he did was he would try to give them lobotomies so that they would be complacent sex slaves.
Nice.
And he just would freeball it. He literally was I drilled a hole and then I poured some bleach in there and thought that might do the job.
How could it not?
And
How couldn't that do the job?
God, I'm so upset now because I'm just realizing how much horror I've watched this week with the book and the and Gain show.
That's probably
And
what got
It's
you
so
in the
funny,
fight.
yeah. Where you're I don't know what could be possibly wrong. My mom's in town. My baby had her birthday. I've watched about 16 hours of serial killers, and I can't sleep. I just can't. I can't piece it together.
That's how
Anyways,
I feel when I'm on the road and I watch 11 hours of neighbor disputes, and then I treat every audience like we're enemies of each other.
Yeah, and we're all one. We're all the same space dust, just combined in different patterns. And just remember that. Remember that we're not that different. We're made of the same stuff. And politics, passports, size, health, age, skin color,
Size.
those don't matter. All that matters is at the end of the day, you lived an honorable, righteous life. Anyways, get back to
What's wrong about what you just said, man? I'm right there with you.
the jack-o'-lantern blast.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it was funny though, because this is as we're, Luca, my youngest, we're having to show him, we're getting to show him some of the stuff that we got to show Crew when he was young and getting to go through the same process and seeing him discover life. But Crew is aging out of some of the activities and getting fucking furiously impatient about the fact that he's got to keep doing this.
We have to do this,
Dude, it was, I was laughing at his face last night just because he's like, why are we here?
That's so awesome.
Oh, dude. And I was just dying. I was like, buddy, I think about that every time I'm at any one of your events. No, I didn't say that, but I really, in my heart believed it. But it was fun because I got to, Luca was literally taking in the world for the first time. Every kid is on mushrooms.
I need to know what happens at the jack-o'-lantern.
So it is kind of lame in the sense that Crew brought up good points, because all it is, and not all it is, but people carve these pumpkins. Some of them are real, some of them are not. Which the moment you realize they're not, you're like, this does kind of suck.
That
What
sucks.
the hell is that?
Yeah.
And they stack them, these intricate carvings, into being even bigger mosaic pieces. So they do the Statue of Liberty. They did
cool.
all these video game ones. They did cityscapes.
So it's sand sculptures for Halloween.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's more or less an activity to do
Yeah.
during this season.
Where is it? At a park?
No, it's in the parking lot of a ShopRite or something like that
God.
they've just
You were Rockland County. That is.
or in the woods of a parking lot
Okay.
of a ShopRite.
I think the saddest thing and the most American, it's the most American / saddest thing is in a planned community when people go to the Christmas tree lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's just it's a Orange Theory, a Pinkberry, a G.I. Joe's, a Lowe's, and a Target.
Yeah.
And then in the middle, there's like a fountain, and people actually like sincerely like, we're going to the Christmas tree lighting. And you're like, you're in the middle of a corporate spreadsheet.
I know.
So you know.
Well, the problem is,
But yours sounds better.
But hold on, because I want to get to that, because the problem is, like, I think about this twofold, because there are times where I get like that, like the opening song of Weeds, where it's like little boxes on a hillside, and you're just existing in this like fucking cookie cutter environment, and there's nothing unique or interesting about it. But then there's a part of you where you're like, I'm jaded. Like, I've figured out that this is all the same. My kids are still
100%.
experiencing the wonder of this shit. And who am I to shut them off based on my time on Earth?
I mean, I'm telling you, like, until, very recently, I want to say last 10 years, I've been like, what, we're going to go to this fucking restaurant. And, sorry about that. I forgot about that. And, like, I'd go to my dad's, and he'd be like, we're going to go to this. They're doing these ice sculptures at the National Harbor, and then we're going to get, and I was constantly like, dude, why the fuck are we doing this? Like, I grew up going to like the Reviewed restaurant and the Play and the fucking thing like that. And we're like, he is so much happier than I've ever been at a baseline.
Yeah.
And it's P.F. Chang's and shopping at Safeway and going to the Christmas tree lighting and like, and is it really like, did I like win something by being more like precious about authenticity?
Mm-hmm.
Because
No.
the kids don't.
Not at all.
The kids are like never like, this doesn't seem real. They're like, lights.
I think it's fun to carry both things. Or not fun, but I think it's good to carry both things where you understand what it is as an adult, but also like it's different to a kid. Like the veneer has not washed off.
Yeah.
Like that shiny, exciting stuff. It's all still very new, unless you're my 6-year-old son who has seen through all the bullshit.
He's lived 1,000 lives.
But so we're walking through this thing and we're looking at all the stuff and we're like trying to ooh and ah and really like sell it. And we're with our family friends who they have a daughter who's exactly the same age as Crew. They have a young son who's 2, and then, Luca who's 1. So we're all around the same age and we're friends. Like they're a couple that we really love and hang out with. And Nicole, who cares? But we were just having a good time. And as we're walking through, Crew just looks at me, he goes, "This is what this is?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "We're walking around and looking." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, what'd you think it was?" And he's like, "I thought there'd be like rides or games or like anything to do." He's like, "We're just looking." And I was like, yeah. Like immediately lost confidence in the activity that I chose. Yeah. And I was like, you have a point. But the other children are enjoying it.
That's going to be so hard for me because I'm so like a planner and like the kids are going to, I do that stuff for Minnow. And I'm at an age right now where it's like literally a stack of acorns is like the fucking Eiffel Tower to her. Yeah. And the second that she's like, this is fucking lame, I'm going to be like, I'm the worst dad in the world.
It just means like it's curating a vibe more so than it is curating an activity. That's what I'm learning. And by the end of it, I turned him like an audience. I got him there and he was like, "Oh, wow, that actually is pretty cool." And I was like, "Fuck you, dude. I had you see
You're
the magic of
putty.
Yeah, you think I don't do this for a living?
That just reminded me, by the way, that my daughter, because I was trying to think of like jaded things and if she has opinions on stuff. And at one point, this is how bad my mom is. Mm-hmm. My daughter just said at the middle of dinner, "I don't like Grandma Nita."
With her there.
Yeah, right in front of her face.
Awesome. Man, she is like Rosebud's daughter.
Yeah. But also intuitive. Like she gets it. She's like, "What the fuck is this? What's this lady's problem?" I think we're getting close to time. What are we at? Oh, okay.
That actually reminds me of, I forget what you said before, but sometimes when you like accidentally let something out about your feelings and somebody, for somebody in the family, and you're not, your job as a parent is to let them make their own decisions, is to present them the information.
Oh, yeah, you mean like you talk shit on an aunt?
No, on Nicole's dad,
sure,
who is as absent could be, has no affiliation with the family, lives in Virginia, sometimes comes up.
That's the dad, her
dad.
Her dad is her stepdad. that you talk about.
Mario's her stepdad.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
has
know
been
that.
since she was 10.
Yeah.
I've known him since I was 10. I've known her dad since I was fucking 10 too, but he then, he moved down to Virginia, has another family of which he,
Nice,
is his primary family. So, and then sometimes he'll come up. I'm probably airing too much shit out, but whatever. Nobody listens.
Yeah.
From that side. So we have legions of fans, but nobody does.
Tens of thousands of downloads.
That's right. On the audio side, so you can't see the numbers.
Yeah.
But
the secret. It's HIPAA. You can't share.
it's podcast HIPAA. The
Podcast
second piece
HIPAA.
for podcasting.
Sorry, we'd love to share, but it's illegal.
So, and we're going through. My sister did this really great thing, which I think I'm going to start. Maybe I won't, but I in my heart I would love to start this for some other friends, or even do it continue it on the line. She made these hard books of images, using all pictures that basically introduce the family, or a fall themed one where it's all the stuff you did during fall. So she had when Crew was a baby, or when he turned 1, she made him this birthday book called Crew's Crew. And it was a picture and the name of everybody in the family.
Oh.
So we could show him, be like, that's grandpa, that's grandma, and try to teach him the names and all that stuff. And it's really very sweet. And so Crew brought those. He's a very sentimental kid sometimes, much like his father. And he brought out these books, and we're going through it. And he's like, "Oh, look at this picture." And I'm like, as I'm flipping through the book, I skipped over her dad, and went right to the next one. And he goes, "You didn't mention Poppy." And I was like, I talk about the people that are here.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Nothing." I immediately realized
Poppy's
what I
fine.
did.
He's great.
He's excellent. I'm sorry. You're right. I did skip over him. That was a complete mistake. But I was I'm a subconscious shit stirrer. In my head, I wanted that, or in my subconscious, I wanted that confrontation, I guess.
Yeah.
Or I wanted the ability to kind of explain why he's a fucking,
I love to talk shit in a way that I think is gross.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially if somebody's kind of wronged me in a way that's not important to other people. Where I'm like, "Can you believe they did this?" And they're like, "That doesn't really track
Move
to
the
me."
needle.
Yeah, I'm like, "Yes." He didn't say hi to you at this big party. Cool.
And right when it actually was a great lesson, a good lesson in dadding, if you'll say, because I had that moment where I assumed he was going to be like, "Yeah, where's he been?" But he's like, "Oh, we just haven't seen him." He had no malice or anything in his heart about it, and he was just like, "No, that's Poppy. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "You're fucking right. I'm wrong." Similarly, with even the Halloween stuff, where I'm like, "You're right, I'm wrong, whatever." But you're correct, man. I can't be bringing my shit into you and trying to make you feel the way I feel, because one, I'm trying to make you better than me. So if I drag you down to my own shit, I'm already doing you a disservice as a dad. I'm actually fucking you.
It's actually really.
Oh, that's terrible.
I get it. I think you're right. No, but I think it's actually it's a difficult, is it needle to thread?
Yeah. Yarn?
Needle to thread, because you have to be authentic with your kids, because they can feel it. They can feel inauthentic or disingenuous. I can't speak.
I think you're doing good.
But they can feel when you're being disingenuous.
Totally.
Even if it's a baby. They can kind of read it. But you also have to not bring your shit. So it's kind of a weird thing where you have to be like, "Yeah, Pop-Pop's he lives far away, so we don't get to see him a lot."
Right.
But you can't be like, "'Cause he's a loser and he doesn't live up to the agreements that he makes."
Because he only wants to see you when we present you to him.
That's such a weird thing that
That's a boomer ass thing, dude. These fucking the generation our parents come from, or at least I won't put this on you, but my parents and other adults.
I have lots of critiques to the boomers.
They're all just "Drop your baby at my feet, and only then will I, caress their cheek."
It's so weird because I think Tim Dillon's talked about this a lot, so I'm not going to act like I'm the original. But there's something came out of the hippie movement, the free love, let us do our thing, which has morphed into kind of the general MAGA thing, which is don't you can't tell me what to do, man. And now it's you can't tell me what to do, man. And
do you know what it is? It's heartbreak. it's heartbreak that the original hippie thing didn't work out. It's like it's being free love while everybody else wasn't being free love,
And they need that
getting
gratification.
that stamped out.
Yeah.
So you still have that in your heart, like that's the way you like to approach life, but it's been so fucking stamped out of you that now it's in anger.
Well, now it's also like we do it in a different way because our generation and the generation before us are all parents, and I think some Gen X are even grandparents now. Where it's like we didn't like go and like live in communes, but we like also like don't hit our kids. You know what I mean? Like we also like wear like normal clothes to work. You know, like we're not like putting on suits to go to work, but we're also not like, man, there shouldn't be any rules. You know, like they went way too far. We had to correct that a little bit, and they're kind of pissed about that. I think like they kind of like they're pissed that they had to grow up under that kind of like tutelage.
Right.
Good word.
That is good.
And they're like envious. I think that's so much of like you see so much of it with the MAGA shit right now, where it's like they're like, remember when they were talking about like college debt forgiveness? Mm-hmm. And people were like,
had to pay for it,
if I had to pay for it, you like,
so then nothing can ever
fucking
get
loser?
better.
Shut up.
Nothing can, and it's also like with the admission that it's a predatory service and like all that stuff.
I still had to do it. Okay.
Well, that's what I've got.
If I got raped, you have to get raped.
I mean, do you know how many parents I've talked to where they're like, I got hit? And I'm like, and look at you.
Yeah.
You shivering fucking mess. You're on your 8 whiskey at a school function.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Why do you have a flask? What are you, a fucking detective in a fucking... What's that guy's name? Dashiell Hammel novel?
I was going to say that.
You were?
No.
Okay. I want to go get a burrito.
I'm down with burritos.
Yeah, let's go get some Mexican food.
All right. We'll do our dates at the beginning. Don't you forget.
Yeah, we'll do our dates at the beginning. You guys, what a fun episode. What a treat for you.
We saw some
both of us present. Both of us were present and on the same page, and there wasn't fucking Nathan Mack.
Some howling ginger in the middle of us.
I hope he sees it. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.